current situation. These are the wiring, and then my battery can't come out. Obviously that's because of can't lift it out because of that. Cars in reverse, so something is iffy with my reverse camera as well. And anyway, let's get home because my neighbors is gonna mow. Now I'm gonna hear in the group chat, that blue car is driving up and down like this. It's being so inconsiderate towards the neighbors. So it's been a few weeks since I last touched this car, started this car, and as I mentioned in the previous episode, this car kind of just stands like this. So if that car starts now, it's probably gonna be a miracle. Okay, it's got power at least. Let's see. Yeah, I figured as much. And we have live. She's alive with no fuel. So I've got some light errors, I'm not sure which ones exactly, and obviously the tailgate is gonna give an error. Check that mileage, check how healthy. Arguably one of the most reliable VWs ever, and if you don't believe me, go Google it. Car is actually a ton of storage at the moment, so yeah. In this episode, I basically just want to check what's broken on the car because I have a suspicion there might be a bit more things that I'm not unaware of actually. As I mentioned, this car is basically just storage. So there's fender liners in the car from, I bought fender liner months ago, even before the car's knocked. So these lights are broken, and the thing is, although, like as you can see on this side, these lights are on, and although these lights were knocked, this light should still be on. Then I also noticed my number plate lights are off, broken, whatever you want to call it. Let's see if I can hold this quickly. Okay, that should hold. I need to take this amp out of the car. This is actually this amp is more of a headache. It's I've got JBL splits in all 4 doors, so this is a headache amp to take out. Probably need to label it. These are the wiring, or rather this wiring comes from somewhere here, if I'm not mistaken. Can't see exactly now. But that is the same wiring that is for my number plate lights, which are these. So that's something that's broken. That's obviously broken along with that. And this is the rest of the wiring for the number plates. There's the plug as well. And then my battery can't come out. Obviously that's because of can't lift it out because of that. Don't know how much you can see there. Yeah, main headache obviously. So this is called the bumper stay. That thing is broken as well, so that will need to be replaced. I suspect this bumper hanger, I don't know what you call it. I think this one is the bumper slide on the inside, but that's the one that's fixed to the car. That looks it's cracked there, so I think that one is broken as well. So this is the lock. To get the boot open, we basically had to break it, so it's a plug and play item there. That should still be fine. So that is also specific to the car, because the badge you would see on a normal Golf 5 is very different. Yeah, that should be fine. Okay, so hopping back into the car. Car's in reverse. So something is iffy with my reverse camera as well. I got an aftermarket one fitted. To be honest, I actually want to go back to original head unit, not the Golf 5's one. I think they call it the R32. It looks nice, it looks OEMs, and I would like buttons back, which probably does sound real. Okay, I'm gonna see if I can cycle through the errors from the dash quickly. Come on. Just love the way this car sounds. So the number plate, the rear right turn signal, and the rear right side light not working. So that's all the lights. Just give yourselves a second. As I was saying, so that is this light and that light and that. So what I do suspect is that all of these lights are running on one circuit, if that makes sense. But oh, that's this. I think it's this. Yeah, it's this one. This is actually where the wires is broken off. So I assume that probably just goes onto there. This wire is for my reverse camera. It looks quite clear, but I'm not sure what the situation is there. But obviously I'll probably have to find another one. So like I mentioned, I had parts for the car. This is a brand new R32 badge in front. That came literally a week after the car was knocked. Same with this one, new R32 badge. So yeah, these are already things that I had for the car before. Well, not had, I already bought for the car prior to it being in an accident. So yeah, now it's really starting to feel like a project car, looking the way that it does now. Anyway, let me take you guys for a drive. So they obviously did quote on my exhaust as well, but I mean this is rock solid and I don't hear it blowing or anything like that, so probably will have it checked out. And then yeah, like I mentioned, this is just space for Africa at the moment. Fender liners, so that is the broken panel that sits here, and the other part is, I think it's this one. Yeah, it's the other part, so that's broken. That's just kind of the stuff to get to the battery, and then everything else is just laying around. That's the wires from the amp there. That's the other number plate light. Like I mentioned, I'm probably gonna have to get me another pair or a set. I think I bought these on Takealot anyway, because they come with the error canceller. So yeah, that I'm gonna have to sort out. And yeah, this is all the lines. Yeah, it's nothing else. This goes on top of the battery. I did have to charge the battery, so that's why this is off, and that's how I found out that the battery doesn't come out, because of this panel that's laying to the front. So yeah. Okay, so in order to go for a test drive, I need to take the shocks off. That one is already loose. So this one, I don't know if the screwdriver is small enough. Looks like it. This thing is heavy, and you can see this is a weight. So yeah, so that can just rest there. Perfect. Cool. Let's go. This car hasn't seen sunlight in weeks. I'm still alive. Let's go for a drive. So this car is definitely missed. One of my neighbors in the week even asked me, hey, where's the blue car? And then I think now in the week as well, someone also asked me, where's the blue car? They don't see the blue car, but obviously we know what's up. Okay, that needs to go out. that one must stay like that for now. So I'm just gonna go around the block just to make sure everything is fine. Can't really do a sound check at the moment. But yeah, she still goes. The car's very loud inside because obviously a lot of the ice, what's the term I'm looking for? A lot of the, call it the comfort, but a lot of the insulation, there we go. A lot of the panels that insulate the car is basically off. So there's just sound coming through everywhere. There we go. Just go back up quickly. So that indicator is obviously blinking faster because the taillight one is not working. Still healthy. Very healthy. Apologies, I can't clip this from outside for you guys. But anyway, let's get home because my neighbors is gonna mow. Now I'm gonna hear in the group chat, that blue car is driving up and down like this. It's being so inconsiderate towards the neighbors. So yeah, it's good just to get the car out, just to stretch its legs a bit because the tire is also standing on one spot, so it's a bit of rotation, I guess. So yeah, back home. All good. Mention my reverse camera is fuzzy for some reason. I don't have an idea why, and I'm probably gonna have to replace it. But I also mentioned I would probably prefer going back to an OEM head unit, but one with a big screen. Kind of leaning towards that at the moment because the output to the speakers, in my opinion, is not as good as what it would have been with the original head unit. If you guys have any knowledge on that, you're welcome to let me know. But yeah, I actually do want buttons as well. I want to go back to buttons and a stronger output to my speakers. Like I mentioned, I've got splits in there, splits in there, splits in the rear back, and splits down there. So the car's got a very nice sound system, and I don't think the aftermarket unit is doing it justice. Anyway, we are back. So the cover is going back on. That's the sub and the amp that I mentioned earlier. Yeah, car's going back to sleep. This episode was basically just to let you know the car is still alive and what other damages I may have picked up, because obviously we were more concerned about the structural damages to what we can see, but not worried as much about the finer things. So yeah, if you're new to the channel and enjoyed the video, let me know in the comment section, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button. We probably over 2,000 at this point, I would hope, but don't forget to subscribe, it helps the channel grow. So from the R32 and I, we are over and out.
Say it louder, say it louder. Feel the moment, feel the power. Bring the animal back to life. Bring the energy one more time. If you feel like letting go, you can take control. You can turn this all to something beautiful where you feel